finally, nearly a month later, after this whole situation was seen on camera, nearly a month later, Raja Jackson has finally been arrested. This whole situation with Raja is insane to me because it took nearly a month. We all know what we saw on camera. I know what I saw on camera. I saw an attempted murder. And I saw someone, I guess now, in a situation where the police were in no level of urgency to arrest him. No level of urgency whatsoever to get that arrest on Raja Jackson. Just nonchalantly wandering around. What the fuck do you have to do in California to get police to actively pursue you as a criminal?
After 26 days, Raja Jackson has finally been arrested. Wow, 26 days? My question is, what took law enforcement so long to finally arrest Raja? I can only imagine they were caught up over the wrestling definitions, trying to figure out what's a work versus what's a shoot, what was planned, what wasn't, what went too far. Did Raja actually have permission, or did he not? Did he know what he was doing? Did he intentionally go too far? All of those things. But still, after 26 days, Raja has finally been arrested.
I don't know why this took a month to even happen, but now, yes, he's actually currently in jail as of late Thursday night, according to the TMZ article you're going to read, on $50,000 bond. And as of that report, he was still in jail.
Raja Jackson has finally been arrested after almost a month, but was bailed within a few hours, and MMA Guru didn't like that and shared their honest reaction to his arrest. MMA Guru reacted to Raja Jackson's arrest and said he was glad to see Raja Jackson finally arrested, but disappointed it took so long despite all the proof available. He pointed out that the attack was caught live from multiple angles, with countless witnesses and full context showing Jackson's intent. Guru stressed that nearly a month passed before authorities acted and argued the incident could easily be considered attempted murder, given what Jackson said before and what happened during the attack.
So after the entire Raja Jackson and Psycho Stu situation was caught on camera in the moment from multiple different angles with so many witnesses in the room, even on a live stream, which included all of the context you could possibly need to understand what Raja Jackson intended to do and ended up doing, finally, nearly a month later, after this whole situation was seen on camera, nearly a month later, Raja Jackson has finally been arrested. I would give a round of applause right now, but I don't want to reward this. We all saw what happened nearly a month ago, and only just now have the police considered, in my opinion, what is an attempted murderer, and I'm sure we're all in agreement with that now, with all of the context and all of the things that he was saying in the build-up and just what happened in the situation as well.
MMA Guru believes Raja Jackson's arrest should have happened much earlier. He calls it the walk of shame that should have taken place the day after the incident, saying police should have been in hot pursuit as Jackson left the arena. Guru says he expected to hear sirens before the livestream even ended, and finds it shocking that the arrest took so long given how fast authorities usually act on lesser issues. He views it as a sign of declining standards in society and hopes Jackson faces serious consequences.
He knows what this is. This is the walk of shame. This is the walk of shame that should have happened a day after this whole situation unfolded. This, I seriously believe, and I can't believe it's taken this long, police should have been in hot pursuit of him leaving that arena. At that pro wrestling event, police should have been in pursuit of him. I should have heard sirens before the stream ended, while he was outside. The fact that it's taken him that long, when I know how quickly my government reacts to very, very lesser things, is absolutely insane and a sign of where society is heading. We are lowering standards to include people that I don't think need to be included.
On the other hand, Rampage Jackson confirms that his son Raja Jackson is no longer in custody following his arrest for attacking pro wrestler Psycho Stu. He explains that Raja's $50,000 bond has been covered, allowing him to return home after a night in jail. The news comes only a day after Raja was booked on a felony charge, while the viral footage of the assault continues to circulate online.
Hey, I'm doing okay. I'm holding up well.
How's brother?
He's doing okay. He's doing okay. He all right. He at home now.
Okay, good. Good.
Thank you. Hey, he fucked up. He fucked up though.
Yeah.
He fucked up. He got to learn his lesson.
We're with you, brother.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I didn't want to chime in, but you already know.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. All I can do is be a dad, you know what I'm saying? He don't listen to me. At the end of the day, he can't say that I didn't do what I was supposed to do as a dad. At the end of the day.
Nah, your reaction was solid, bro.
MMA Guru is furious that Raja Jackson has already been released after paying just $5,000 and a $50,000 bond. He compares the system to catch and release fishing, arguing it makes no sense to arrest someone only to let them walk free so quickly. He says it feels pointless and warns fans to take note of how lightly such cases are being treated.
And Jackson is being held on a $50,000 bond, which he has paid $5,000 of, and he's now out. They're just catching, releasing criminals like fucking catfish at this point. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay, just quick catch and release, like we're fishing, like we're actually managing fish here. Okay, that's what I hear when I hear catch and release. What's the fucking point of catching them then? I'm in this weird upside down world at the moment. Don't mind me. But yeah, 50,000 bond. He's already paid it. He's out. That's a heads up for everyone.
MMA Guru once again calls Raja Jackson a dumb animal and says he can't be trusted. He argues that no amount of security could have prevented the attack since Raja wasn't sneaking in. He simply acted on instinct in a dangerous and violent way. Guru stresses that Jackson lost all control in the moment and poses a risk to society, expressing hope that he receives serious punishment for his actions.
I'm seeing a lot of this stuff, like the incident captured on video has raised concerns about security in independent wrestling events and prompted an investigation. That's not what our concerns were. There's no amount of security that's going to prevent Raja from doing what he did. They let him in. They knew he was there. He didn't sneak into the arena. He just did what he did because he's a dumb animal. You know what I mean? That's what it is. He has no heat of the moment thinking. He completely lost it and just went into instinct to try and kill some random guy. I don't think he can be trusted, but I don't think he can be trusted in society, by the way, so I hope he gets good time for this.
Earlier, a controversy also erupted between Rampage Jackson and MMA Guru when the YouTuber called Raja Jackson a dumb animal. Rampage Jackson accused the MMA Guru of being racist. He criticized Guru for claiming to be a journalist while showing his true colors and said that in 2025, no one wants to hear racist comments about a child. Rampage added that while mistakes happen, they shouldn't be turned into race issues and implied that Guru probably doesn't have children of his own.
It's a lot of ignorant people on the internet. I understand that. You know, it is what it is. Shit don't affect me, don't bother me, but people like MMA Guru, you know what I'm saying, that guy is supposed to be some kind of journalist, and his racism came out. His racism showing. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025, you know what I'm saying? People do shit. People do shit in this world. Some people fuck up. Some people do shit. It shouldn't get turned into race. Nobody wants to hear a bunch of racist shit about their son, no matter what race they are. He must don't have kids himself.
Rampage Jackson criticized MMA Guru for letting racist comments slip into his commentary. He said that having grown up around such language, he immediately recognized it. While he usually ignores racist remarks from random people online, it felt different coming from someone with a public platform. Rampage emphasized that those with an audience have a duty to act professionally, and now fans might doubt whether Guru's views on black fighters are fair or biased.
I don't want to repeat what he said, but he said a whole bunch of. He said, he showed his racism, basically, what he did. I'm from the South. The stuff he said, only racist people say. A lot of racist people came forward and said stuff and DM me racist shit. It don't bother me, because I don't care about racist people. But MMA Guru, he has a platform.
Yeah. And
he should stay neutral, because he's giving his opinions on fights and stuff like that. So now people gonna be watching him when black fighters fight and the shit he say.
MMA Guru clarified that his criticism was directed at Raja Jackson's behavior, not his race. He insisted that calling out violent actions cannot be considered racist and accused Rampage of twisting the narrative. Guru also said attention should be on the severity of the attack, not labels, and hinted that Rampage's attitude may have played a role in his son's actions. MMA Guru said, "I call an attempted murderer a dumb animal. Rampage calls me a racist for it. It's 2025. Yes, it's 2025. Focus on the attempted murderer. If so, you've got your failure of a dad and not what names I call him. Your own victim mindset is probably what made your son bullyable by teenagers." However, Rampage Jackson warned that MMA Guru has exposed himself to a potential defamation lawsuit. He criticized Guru for repeatedly telling him to stop streaming and digging into the past, calling him a fool for putting himself in such a risky position.
No, thank you. I like hanging out with y'all, real talk. But I got people like MMA Guru telling me to stop streaming, and he's trying to dig up the past and stuff, and he opened himself up for defamation of character. He's a fucking idiot.
Rampage Jackson says he is ignoring MMA Guru, stressing that his son's behavior is his own and won't affect Rampage's streaming. He adds that life goes on and points out that Guru is upset because Rampage shared his personal view that the MMA Guru's face wasn't being represented, which Rampage believes is accurate.
I'm not giving MMA Guru no clout. You know, he already has a platform, but he can't use his platform to try to tell me to stop streaming because my son did something that had nothing to do with me. Like, man, my life goes on, you know what I'm saying?
Hanno, just tip $5. Thank you for last night, Diddy Page. You taught me how to suck a mean dick. My shit is still raw.
I'm sorry. Yeah, MMA Guru is mad because
Dubai King just tipped $5.
Because what
I
said
bought the
for him.
Lexus GX, but still got no Takeo.
He's mad because I said that his racism is showing. That's how I felt. That was my opinion.
MMA Guru responds to Rampage Jackson's defamation warning, dismissing it as absurd. He explains that the details he shared are already public, so there are no legal grounds for a lawsuit. He adds that he isn't intimidated and considers the notion of suing over publicly available facts completely ridiculous.
He's mentioning defamation because I read an article. Rampage, I read a public article on Google. Sue the newspaper if that's defamation. Oh no, never mind. He ain't scaring me off with bullshit, bruv. You do not win that case. Reading public information. Are you dumb?
MMA Guru states that he can't imagine the defamation threat going anywhere and laughs at the idea of being sued for sharing public information. He admits he expected Rampage to challenge him to a fight instead and calls the lawsuit talk a huge disappointment. He says he actually respected Rampage and thought he was a cool guy, shaking his head at the notion of legal action over mere words, which he finds ridiculous.
I don't know. It ain't gonna happen, man. I don't know how you can sue me for reading public information. I don't get it. I thought Rampage was gonna like call me out for a fight, and that's where this was gonna end up. Such a letdown of a man, you know. I really liked Rampage, you know. I actually proper liked Rampage and thought he was a cool dude. Bro, I thought this whole thing was gonna end with him calling me out for some kind of fight. Sue for defamation over mean words. Rampage Jackson, you're gonna sue someone for mean words. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, bruv. What a melt.
Meanwhile, Rampage Jackson admitted he felt sorry for Psycho Stu and emphasized that he did not condone his son's actions. That as a father, he still lands by Raja, but the matter is now in the hands of the legal system.
You know, it's hard for me to talk about it, but you know, I'm just keeping 100. You know, I feel bad about what happened to Psycho Stu. You know, I don't condone what my son did at all. Very, very unfortunate. If I was there, things went that, but you know what I'm saying, I wasn't there. But you know what I'm saying, I'm a father, so you know, I gotta have my son's back, but I'm gonna let justice, you know, play out, take its course. You know,
Rampage Jackson even said he plans to cover Psycho Stu's dental expenses following the injuries caused by Raja's attack.
Can I nominate an American to get his smile back? Yeah. His name is Psycho Stu. I pay for that out of my pocket. You the man. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. I'm waiting for him to call me back.
Okay, sure thing. Just let me know.
MMA Guru further fired back at Rampage Jackson, criticizing him for going live just days after Raja's incident, one of the most serious moments in the situation. He pointed out that the contrast between Raja possibly facing severe legal consequences and Rampage being on a live stream, reading messages, sharing opinions, and calling people out, making the father's public response seem disconnected from the gravity of the events.
Just a few days after Raja Jackson had this situation, that's probably the most stressful time in his life, deserved, by the way, the deserved most stressful time of his life, where he's probably sitting at home right now, scared to death that he's going to get decades in prison. During that moment, right now, his father, Rampage Jackson, is dating whores on stream and bowling with them, while reading dono messages about the entire situation and giving his thoughts on it and calling people out.
Meanwhile, journalist Ariel Helwani criticized Raja Jackson, calling the incident pure foolishness. He described Raja's behavior as outrageous and insisted that he must be held accountable. Helwani added that even though formal charges haven't been filed yet, the actions were clearly reckless.
An absolute shitstorm of stupidity. I mean, just even calling it a shitstorm of stupidity is being kind. And it starts with Raja himself. What he did and the way he acted was absolutely insane. He deserves anything that is going to come his way, and as of now, it's nothing. As of now, he hasn't been charged, he hasn't been arrested, he hasn't been anything. And I don't know if he's going to be, and far be it for me to sit here and be like, that was first degree this, and I've seen people weigh in on like what it is. I'm no lawyer, I'm no officer. What I know is that it was absolutely stupid what he did.
Ariel Helwani also blamed the promotion for not making it clear to Raja Jackson that the match was scripted. He explained that Raja spent hours reading online comments from kids daring him to act, which fueled his reckless behavior. Helwani emphasized again that the entire situation was completely foolish.
Explain to the guy who was going into the ring that, hey, this is a work. This is scripted. You're not actually supposed to try to kill the guy. They failed to do that. What they did was they let him sit there for 2 hours or an hour and read comments from God knows who, 12-year-olds saying, are you really gonna do it? You don't have the balls to do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Watch me do it. Oh, I'm gonna do it until they pull me off of him. I'm gonna kill this guy. Dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. GC, what did you think of all of this?
Referee Big John McCarty placed full responsibility for the incident on Raja Jackson. He expressed sympathy for Quentin Rampage Jackson as a father, but emphasized that no parent can control every action. McCarty added that young men sometimes make reckless choices that have lasting consequences, and Raja's behavior was a clear example.
But look at this, all comes back to one person. Let's put the blame where it belongs, and it belongs on Raja Jackson. And as much as I love Quentin and I hate for him to have to go through this as a father, you cannot be there at all times. And you know, your son is young. I have, you know, my sons are all grown up, but there's times when they're going to go do something. You're saying, hey, don't do something stupid that's going to alter your life. Okay? Be smart. And I used to say that line all the time because young men do stupid things. And those stupid things can alter your life forever. And unfortunately, Raja went and did a fucking stupid thing.
John McCarty stated that Raja Jackson's repeated strikes to an unconscious opponent could be considered attempted murder, and he explained that the actions went far beyond ordinary assault, noting that prosecutors might file attempted murder charges, though a plea deal could reduce it to aggravated assault. McCarty stressed that while pro wrestling involves contact, no one consents to being attacked while unconscious.
When he jumped on an unconscious person and then started throwing punches, 22 unanswered blows, okay, you're talking about attempted murder. You're not talking about battery. You're not talking about assault. You're not talking about aggravated assault. He'll be lucky. They're going to put, trust me, they're going to put that thing up at attempted murder. And he'll be lucky if he pleads out that they'll bring it down to something like aggravated assault, because that's where it's headed. You know, and I hate to say that, but I've seen it in the past, and Raja stepped so far into it with what he did, and it was so, you know, this is one person attacking another person. Yeah, it was in a pro wrestling ring, and yeah, Psycho Stu knew that he was going to come in, and yeah, he knew he was going to get slammed. He didn't know someone was going to waylay him for 22 shots while he was unconscious.
However, Rampage Jackson opened up about his son's struggles, revealing that Raja hasn't been the same since his mother was murdered. He clarified that this isn't related to the recent incident, but said the tragedy had a deep impact on Raja. Rampage shared that he has tried to support him, cheer him up, and make him laugh, but admitted he's not a psychiatrist and doesn't always know the right approach. He explained that Raja's attempts to act more mature and distant have made their relationship even more challenging.
But this don't got nothing to do with nothing that's going on. But all I'm going to say is that my son hasn't been the same since his mom got murdered. It hasn't, and I know that. And I've been trying to be there for him and, you know, make him laugh and cheer him up and everything. But I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know what the fuck to do. And you know, I know my kids. He hasn't been the same with me. Like, he's just been distant from me. Like, he want to be more of a man and more of this.
And that's a wrap for today's video. So what are your thoughts on Raja Jackson's arrest? And do you think Rampage Jackson will once again respond to MMA Guru's comments? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content.